Hello, how are you? It is, for those of you, of course, most of you probably know my home base. Geez, haven't left here for a long, long time. Is Alberta, Canada, where it's really, really cold today. It is Friday, December 17th. Wow, 17th of December already. That is crazy. The most powerful teachings. Oh, hold on. Where's my intro? We'll just flip right into the 777 Club. Okay. Also helps me know where to edit it. Yeah. The most powerful teachings are invariably the simplest. Now, important to remember that simple doesn't mean easy. I remember, well, me in documentaries and things like this, and it was about a Buddhist temple or monks or, some of them take fellers up in this temple and they would practice. It was martial arts and they would practice like one move for like literally years. And they would just go over and over and over and over and over again. And I find in our culture, Western culture anyway, we're in such a hurry to get to the end so we can get on to the next one. It really is like a shopping list. Well, I got to do this so I can get to this, so I can get to this, so I can get to this. And once you've got this, so if in your shopping list you got to pick up eggs, well, once you picked up eggs, why would you go back to the dairy where the eggs are? Because you've already got eggs. And that works really well if you're picking up eggs. But when you're growing, expanding, evolving, and learning, that does us a great disservice. You've heard me say this many times. I call it the lost art of studying. Is taking the same truth, the same principle, reading the same book again. And I hear this so many times. The people that I watch on YouTube, listen to, and things like that. And there'll be maybe one book or two books or something like that. And they'll have read that book over and over and over again, or watch the video or the whatever it is over and over and over again, because they've understood that. And it really makes sense, because when you change, then your relationship with everything around you changes, including the teachings that you've been taught. And so the topic for this one, it popped up in my awareness again this morning. And this is one that we all know, we probably all talk about. For me, it's one of the biggest challenges. And that is, oh, Mike, is it Mike Dooley? Mike Dooley, I think. He talks about the cursed hows. And what he means by that is you've got your destination, you've got your desire. And that's great, and that's our job. And then what happens is we get mired down in the how we're going to make that happen. And those words are so powerful. First of all, how, which are the mechanics of it, and making it happen. Now, if you've got your shopping list and you need to get eggs, you bet you're going to go and you're going to get the eggs and you're going to make it happen. But the thing of it is, your desires, the ones that really make your heart sing and just, oof, you can bet money, those are the ones you don't have a clue how you're going to get there. You don't have a clue how you're going to make it happen. Yet we're so conditioned to slip over into that, how am I going to make this happen? And I mean, you hear it so much, like this is the number one thing you need to do, or the number one whatever. I think in this case, I could comfortably say this is the number one thing that we do to trip ourselves up in these crazy, crazy ways. And that's, we try and figure out, or even thinking about how it's going to happen. Now, that was really good. So there's trying to make it happen, doing this, figuring this out, strategies, whatever. And then there's just even wondering how it's going to happen. So when you think about it, even that takes you from that desire and feeling it, right, as though it has already happened, right, the feeling of it. And now we're thinking about how it's going to happen. So as soon as we do that, we introduce congestion, we introduce restrictions, we introduce confusion, we introduce static, all that kind of stuff. And now, especially now, your job is, again, if it's right, I need to pick up eggs or whatever, but those deep desires that you have, your job is to stay the hell away from even thinking about how it's going to happen, because you're not going to be able to figure it out. Because by definition, these desires are ones that you are not capable of using your logic, using the tools that you're aware that you have, using the mechanics out here to make it happen. You're not going to be able to do it. And even thinking about how it's going to happen, especially now, is introducing that distortion in that vibration that you're radiating out. And I really, as I thought about that this morning, I am really confident that's the number one thing that we all do, me included. Again, this was a really important clarifier for me just now. It's not even just figuring out how I'm going to make this happen, but even thinking about how is it going to happen. So there is, how am I going to make this happen? So there's that. And then there is, how is this going to happen? Both of those introduce, again, distortion in that energy that you're radiating out, which is why clarity is like the number one power right now. Clarity in your thinking and clarity in the feelings that you're feeling, the sensations that you're feeling in your body. So important right now. Because, and again, this is stuff you guys have all heard. I know I've heard it, but we can study this for the rest of our lives and it would be time well spent. Your power is right now in this present moment. And what is the frequency that you're radiating out? What is the program that you're radiating out? Right? Your thoughts, the theme of your thoughts create the program. The feelings that you're feeling are the transmitter that radiate that out. And the creative flow, is the words that we use, is listening to the program that you're radiating out. And it's aware of the program that you're radiating out when you think about it. When you feel about it, it feels the program that you're radiating out to. And that supercharges everything. Because it's not just what you think about consistently. It's what you think about consistently and feel about consistently that projects that signal out. Just thinking it, absolutely. I'm not saying there isn't power in that. But right now, and especially as this feminine is being rebirthed, if you will, or re-emerging, as the trailer said for what we do, it's the feeling of it that supercharges that signal. And when you're in that, like it's already happened, right? You're playing it out. You're playing out these scenarios and you're feeling it and it feels so good. And then you kind of slip over, how is this going to happen? You see how that changes it just a little bit? But often a little bit is enough. And then, of course, so we get into, now I have to figure out how to make this happen. Well, now that distorts everything. When you think about it, not only does it distort the signal, it actually changes the signal that you're now radiating out. Because now the program that you're radiating out, I'll get that right. Yeah, radiating out is not, I'm just luxuriating in this vibration that feels so good. It's, how am I going to make this happen? See the difference? And right now, subtleties are significant, hugely significant. Being aware of those little shifts in the thoughts, the feelings that you feel. Because your power is now. And what matters is not what's happened, not what's going to happen. That's the hows, right? It's what is the signal that you're radiating out? What is the vibration that you're radiating out right here, right now? Okay, guys, hello, thanks guys for tuning in. It's a bit of an abbreviated show this Friday, but I wanted to at least touch base with you guys, share that thought. Such a powerful thought. We'll see you on the web.